My girlfriend mocked my cooking until her roommate said, "Marry him before I do," and she agreed. My girlfriend Lisa spent 2 years mocking my cooking, calling it pretentious and try hard whenever I made anything beyond frozen pizza. She'd roll her eyes at my herb garden, laugh at my spice collection, and tell friends I was compensating for something with my elaborate meals. Then her roommate Claire took one bite of my birthday dinner for Lisa and said, "If you don't marry him, I will." And suddenly Lisa realized what she'd been dismissing. I'd learned to cook from my grandmother who raised me. Every dish was a memory, every recipe a connection to her. When she died, cooking became my way of keeping her alive. Lisa knew this, but still treated my passion like a joke. She'd order takeout while I was cooking, saying she didn't want to wait for fancy food. The breaking point came on Lisa's birthday. I'd spent 3 days preparing her grandmother's recipe that Lisa had mentioned missing. I'd called her mom secretly for details, sourced authentic ingredients, even found the exact clay pot her grandmother had used. Lisa took one look and said, "Seriously? I told Jessica we just ordered Chinese. This is embarrassing." Her roommate Claire walked in as Lisa was scraping my carefully prepared meal into the trash. Claire grabbed the plate, took a bite, and her eyes went wide. "What is this?" she asked. I explained it was Lisa's grandmother's recipe. Claire turned to Lisa. "You're throwing away your grandmother's recipe that he spent days making?" Lisa shrugged. "It's just food." Claire sat down and ate the entire portion Lisa had thrown away, moaning with each bite. "This is incredible. The flavors, the texture. How did you even know how to do this?" I explained my process while Lisa played on her phone. Claire was fascinated, asking about techniques, ingredients, the history behind the dish. She appreciated what Lisa had mocked for 2 years. When I mentioned I'd made dessert too, Lisa's favorite from childhood that her mom said she hadn't had since her dad died, Claire nearly cried. "Lisa, do you understand what he's doing? He's not just cooking. He's researching your family history, preserving memories, showing love through action. This is the most romantic thing I've ever seen." Lisa laughed. "It's just his weird hobby." Claire stood up, looked at Lisa seriously and said, "If you don't marry him, I will. I'm not joking. Any man who spends 3 days recreating your grandmother's recipe deserves someone who appreciates him." Something shifted in Lisa's face. For the first time, she really looked at the meal. She saw the exact pottery her grandmother had used, noticed the traditional garnish she'd forgotten existed, smelled the specific spice blend that triggered memories of childhood summers. "You made Nana's stew," she said quietly. "I've been trying to perfect it for 6 months," I admitted. "Your mom helped. I wanted to surprise you." Lisa started crying, not gentle tears, full sobbing. "I've been such an ass. You've been cooking my family's history, my memories, and I've been mocking you for it." Claire left us alone, but not before whispering to me, "I meant what I said. You deserve someone who sees you." That night, Lisa ate everything I'd made, asking about each dish, finally understanding that every meal was a love letter she'd been throwing away. She apologized for 2 years of mockery, for not seeing that my pretentious cooking was actually profound care, but the damage was done. I realized Claire was right. I deserved someone who saw me. Lisa's sudden appreciation felt hollow after years of ridicule. When she started bragging to friends about my cooking, the same friends she'd encouraged to mock me, it felt performative. The relationship ended 2 months later. Lisa couldn't understand why her newfound appreciation wasn't enough. "I get it now," she said. "I'm grateful now. But for 2 years, you watched me pour love into every meal and laughed at it. You only started caring when someone else validated it. You didn't fall in love with my cooking or what it represented. You just didn't want to lose to Claire." The twist. Claire and I didn't get together. She'd said what she said to wake Lisa up, not to steal me. But we became close friends. She teaches me new techniques, and I cook for her weekly. She appreciates every dish, understands every effort, sees every memory I'm trying to preserve. Lisa still texts sometimes, asking for recipes. She says she misses my cooking. I know she means she misses being loved in a way she was too blind to see. She had a chef who cooked her grandmother's memories and her father's favorites, who grew herbs for her health and baked bread for her comfort. She had someone who spoke love in every language of food, and she called it pretentious, until someone else called it priceless. Now she orders takeout alone, finally understanding that it was never just food.